Back in December of 2024, Casio released a recreation of the first ever G-Shock produced, the 1983 original, the DW5000C. The new DW5000R, while a little late to the party, was meant to be a 40th anniversary edition and a near perfect reproduction of the original, even being produced in the same factory located in Yamagata, Japan. Well, if you're anything like me, you rushed to pick one up and was quickly greeted with the sold out, on back order, or even worse, you found one, but the crooks wanted twice the MSRP. So you signed up to the waiting list and held out for 7 months before finally receiving word that the buy it now button was once again active. Feeling like I had got the call from Rolex, I wasted no time snapping one of these things up, and at the same time daydreaming about the million-view video I was going to make after only a few weeks on the wrist. I even went ahead and borrowed my son's GW M5610U to use for a comparison video, which turned out to kind of be the Achilles heel of my 1 million view plan, quickly shifting the focus from why you should buy the 5000R to why maybe you shouldn't. And unlike most here on the tube that would make you wait to the end of the video to find out why you shouldn't buy the 5000R, I am just going to give it to you. At half the price with quadruple the features, the 5610U is the better option. And by the way, for here on out, for the sake of sanity, I am just going to refer to the DW5000R and the GW5610U as the 5000 and the 5610. Taking a look at the key differences between these two models, it is hard to find a single reason why anyone would choose the 5000R other than maybe nostalgia and possibly collectability. At a glance, both models look next to identical, but when pitted in a head-to-head contest comparing these two models based on design, build quality, features, and value, the competition isn't even close. It's not a secret that the Square's design language has not changed much since the original in 1983, but the one thing that did stand out to me was the size. With the 5610 being a full millimeter thinner and having a shorter lug-to-lug by 2.5 millimeter. Another small design element that sets these two watches apart are the bezels. With the bezel on the 5000 being flat, and the 5610 adding a touch of dimension by raising the top and the bottom of the bezel underneath of the imprint. Casio has also changed it up when it comes to the function layout and imprint on the screen, bringing back the old school brick wall and the lithium insignia, but none of this stands out as a positive or a negative, so I'm going to say all in all, when it comes to the design, it is so close that I'm going to give these two a tie. Moving on to build quality, here is where the 5000 shines due to the stainless steel core. Although I believe there's an argument to be had that the trade-off of the weight isn't really worth it. With the 5000 coming in at 76 grams and the 5610 coming in a full 24 grams lighter at only 52 grams. The 5000 has a screw down case back and the 5610 a multi-screw plate, but interestingly enough, the screw down case back doesn't add any water resistance to the 5000 as both watches are rated at 20 bar or 200 meters. Before I was able to get hands-on with the 5000, I watched video after video of YouTubers claiming that the new bio-resin straps were far superior to the old standard resin straps, but I just don't see it. I have even read comments of people claiming that the differences were night and day, but if you were to hand these straps to the average person and ask them to tell you which one was better quality, my guess is the answer would be a 50-50 shot either way. So I can't tell a quality difference with the straps. The screw down case back does absolutely nothing to add water resistance, and personally, I fall into the lighter is better camp when it comes to these watches, but with the stainless steel core, and the biggest factor of that being the stainless steel lugs versus the resin lugs, I am going to have to give the win when it comes to build quality to the 5000. And speaking of 5000, that just happens to be my next big goal. So if you would like to help me get there, please consider hitting that subscribe button while you're at it. Show that like button some love. And by the way, I recently just covered this Venezianico Arsenale, and now I am going to be giving it away. If you want a shot at being the one to take it home, all you need to do is watch the video, and I will link that video at the end of this one. Well, I say enjoy that last point 5000, because here comes the features category. A 24-hour display option for those of you that use military time. I personally do not use it because every time I look down and see something like 1900 hours, I immediately start counting on my fingers to see what time it is. An auto calendar that will even track leap years all the way to 2099. A stopwatch with 3 measuring modes: elapsed time, split time, and first and second place times. 24-hour fully adjustable countdown timer. LED backlight, although the 5610 is supposed to have an auto light that turns on when you raise your wrist to view the time in the dark, but if it does, I cannot get it to work. And here is where the 5610 leaps forward in this competition. The 5610 is equipped with a world timer that tracks 5 time zones of your choosing at once. Want to know what time it is in New York? No problem. How about London, Paris, Hong Kong, or Tokyo? Got that too. And if the world timer isn't cool enough, the 5610 has another feature called Time Swap, which allows you to quickly swap the time of your departure location with the time of your destination location when traveling. Taking a look at these two watches, you will notice that the time is off by just a little bit. That's because the 5000R, like in the good old days, has to be set manually. But the 5610 has multi-band 6 technology that allows the watch to receive radio signals from one of 6 atomic clocks around the world to automatically synchronize and adjust the time as needed. Yes, that is correct. The 5610 literally sets itself. When it comes to battery life, the 5000R is no slouch, boasting a lithium-ion battery that Casio claims will last at least 5 years. But once again, if the 5610 could talk, I'm all but certain that it would be saying, "Hold my beer." Look closely on the dial and you will see a low, medium, and high power indicator. That's because the 5610 is equipped with Tough Solar, a solar panel on the face used to power the watch's rechargeable battery. Casio claims the rechargeable battery can last up to 10 months on a full charge under normal use conditions, and up to 22 months when stored in total darkness as long as the power saving function is on. This is a no-brainer when it comes to functions. It's not even close. The win goes to the 5610. Last but not least, we have the value category. This one is the toughest in my opinion because where one sees value, another may not. And I could easily find myself advocating for both of these watches. On one hand, there is the 5610, which is feature-rich, smaller, lighter, and less expensive. If you pick it up on sale, the 5610 can be had for about half the price of the 5000. Amazon currently has it on sale for just over $100. And shameless plug, I have a link to it. It's an affiliate link that I will leave in the description. On the other hand, the 5000 connects with the heritage of G-Shock by stripping it down, bringing back the stainless steel core and function layout of the original. The bonus here is that as long as Casio doesn't produce 10 trillion of these, there will be the potential for the 5000 to become a collector's item. Another major factor that I could see drawing someone towards the 5000 would be nostalgia. Maybe you had one when you were younger, or like me, you wanted one and couldn't afford it. Either way, now is your chance. There is no doubt the stainless steel core makes the 5000 superior when it comes to durability, but me personally, I have a watch box full of stainless steel watches if that's what I was looking for. So on this one, I am going to go with lightweight, comfortable, feature rich, and inexpensive, giving the 5610 the point for value and pushing it across the finish line for the win. But take that with a grain of salt, because I can promise you the 5000 is not leaving my collection anytime soon. There is one more thing that I want to address before I go, and that is the LCD screens. Watch any comparison on the 5000 versus the 5600 series, and you will hear over and over again that the screen is superior on the less expensive 5600s, and I just don't believe that's the case. I will concede that the 5000 when viewed straight on falls a little bit short and it does fade, but look at them both at the angle you would see when on the wrist, and the 5000 absolutely shines. While the font is a bit smaller on the 5000, it is also way sharper, has zero bleed, and minimal ghosting. None of these things can be said about the 5600, but it doesn't bother me, as I just see all of those things as something that comes with having a digital watch. So what do you think? Is the trade-off of features worth a stainless steel core? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to watch this Venezianico video that should be somewhere about right here. I'm James, this is Blue Collar Luxe, and I'll see you in the next one.